shit.
Buongiorno, welcome, and today I'm going to do our famous Scampi. Every day in Mandolas we have a feature, a different feature, and Friday is our Scampi, which seafood, the Catholic tradition, is seafood. Friday is seafood day, so you have to do a seafood. Now, about Scampi. Scampi is a totally different fish or seafood animal, whatever you say. They're like langoustines, they're like baby lobsters. They're about this big. They come from the North Atlantic. Somehow or another in the 20s, when the immigrants came over, you couldn't get these because it's the North Atlantic, way up. And so they used shrimp instead. And they probably just grilled it and then squeezed it with lemon and a little olive oil, because that's what the original Italians did. And somewhere over time, it kind of got Frenchified and made a beurre blanc or a burro bianco sauce, where the butter is kind of slowly melted and with white wine, and it gets real creamy. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, we have some clarified butter. I've seasoned my shrimp, and we're going to add it to the pan. Get that nice sizzle. We're going to brown them. All clarified butter is melted butter. We do a lot of it. And we let the fat rise to the top, and then the milk solids go to the bottom because fat is lighter. And then we skim that off, and that's clarified butter. We skim off the fat. So we've seasoned our shrimp. I've seasoned our shrimp. We're going to brown it on both sides. Okay, now let's take a look. Beautifully light brown. Just to show you what real Scampi look like. They're a langoustine, they're like a baby lobster. Shrimp are called gamberi. So one is a gambero, more than one is gamberi. Scampo, one, Scampi, more than one. Okay, I've turned off the flame. I'm going to add about a teaspoon or so of garlic. Turn off the flame so the garlic doesn't burn. Get that mixed in. I'm going to let that sit a little bit. Okay, so we serve our Scampi with a side of fettuccine alfredo, which is heavy cream and butter, Parmesan cheese, not fattening at all. Here we go. A few things about boiling pasta. Plenty of water, number one. Number two, your water must be salty. It must taste like the sea. If you don't have salt, you'll never get the flavor. Stir your pasta once it gets in. John, can you have some tongs or something? So once you put it in, you want to stir it around. Okay, now, while that's cooking, that takes about 2 minutes because it's fresh pasta. We're going to finish our Scampi off. Put it around, swirl it around, flip it. Alrighty, looks beautiful. We're going to add a little prezzemolo, parsley. Always use Italian parsley. And then we're just going to wait for our pasta to be done and plate it. Okay, so now our fettuccine is cooked perfectly, al dente, which means firm to the tooth, dente. We're going to add it to our heavy cream and butter, and it's been salted and black pepper. And then we're going to turn on our flame. There we go. We're going to let that heat up just a second. And then a little grated Romano cheese. We're going to toss that around until it gets nice and creamy. Let that sit there while I plate the Scampi. So just pretty much, we'll put them in a casserole so we capture all that sauce. And then, ooh, guarda. As we say, se say, que bello. All right, remember, we have our Alfredo. One more little swirl. We plate it. You don't want so much cream that it's swimming, just enough to coat. There you have our Friday feature. Shrimp scampi, side of fettuccine Alfredo. Pretty cool, huh?